So indeed, I am extremely happy having this opportunity to talk my Indian friend. India two most populated nation, China, India. Now India, 1,000 years, your tradition of Ahimsa with Karuna. So one, or say the sufficient reason we can see India, this country, all major religious traditions live together. The concept of non-violence. All major religious traditions live together here. So, India's 1,000-year-old and the tolerant Ahimsa and Karuna. So, now you already have the, tradition or even practice the religious tolerance very much exists here. Sometimes few people create some problem. That's understandable. But basically, this country, 1,000-year-old tradition on the basis of Ahimsa, religious harmony, very good, very good. So now, last few decades, few decades, India is my home. I really impressed India, people of India, including religious leader, 1,000-year-old your tradition, Ahimsa, still very much alive, kept. So I always say telling people, religious harmony possible. India is example. All major religious traditions live together. Among the scholars, some philosophical views, some more complicated sort of matter, some the scholar level, some debate over 1,000 years. But basically, among the people from different religious traditions, no problem. So, I believe India can make significant contribution on this planet, religious harmony. And then, since I came here, one way as a refugee, one way the guest of Indian government, I very much impressed religious harmony. When I talk religious harmony, I always mention India is example, living example. So now, now India, modern India, in education field, people too much emphasis materialistic life, and science and these things. Now we must pay more attention in education. Our 1,000-year-old tradition, Ahimsa Karuna, on a secular basis, the Indian school, university, I hope must pay more attention. 1,000-year-old India's tradition. Now, this should be living tradition. And I always say, the previous century, Mahatma Gandhi ji start Ahimsa. He practiced Ahimsa in the freedom struggle. Then later, many people in South Africa and also many countries really follow Mahatma Gandhiji's non-violent struggle. Now, time come, since world lacking moral principle, India have the potential to offer world Karuna. Ahimsa, Mahatma Gandhiji's propagate. Now, on top of that, modern India should pay more attention about Karuna. Firstly, in our own younger generation, among the students, strictly secular way, nothing to do with religion, but warm-heartedness. Religion, irrespective, whether believer or non-believer, believe this religion, that religion. Since we are all human beings, we all come from our mother, we all grown up with mother's affection. That is basic human nature. So therefore, now in Indian education, pay some attention about Karuna, not based on religion, but simply human nature. And we can see through centuries, a lot of world problem of fighting and spend a lot of money making weapon. These are materialistic sort of thinking. Now India, we should revive our own 1,000-year-old tradition, Ahimsa Karuna. So in education, we should, I often use it telling the modern Indian education should combine modern education, including science, and 1,000-year-old your own tradition, Karuna, Ahimsa. This, you see, India have potential to combine these two things. So as now India, my home, I notice India still have this potential. Now should make effort. I'm thinking next my visit Delhi, I'm going to thinking meeting some professors of Jawaharlal Nehru University, so on. I'm going to discuss how to combine modern education, knowledge, including science, these things, and then India's moral principle, Ahimsa Karuna. So, while I, as a refugee, as I already mentioned, as a guest of Indian government, I really see great potential of India's tradition. Ahimsa combine Karuna. Now, last, you see, few decades, I have many opportunity to discuss with brain specialists or scientists. They really appreciate loving kindness that really create mental, the brain some special sort of way. Often you see anger or fear, very bad for our brain. So, number of scientists now really showing interest how to keep peace of mind. That really affect our body, our society. And in order to build peaceful world, happy world, the weapon, mere knowledge, I say, no effect. Really, Karuna. That also, you see, human nature, we are more compassionate animal, not like tiger, other animal. We human being, by nature, more compassionate. So, as I mentioned earlier, India can combine ancient Indian knowledge, Karuna, and modern education, combine these two things in modern way, secular way.